When you go up into what we call the sky, you have certain grids that divide dimensions. And depending on what dimension you go into, as far as your mind state, because the universe is a mind, and we are the thoughts that the universe control inside of it, and it is inside of us. And the thoughts of the universe is what we call the cells. And the nucleus inside of that cell is what actually transfers information from one part of a celestial body in the universe to another. So when we're talking about dimensions and grids, the further you go up into what we call the sky, the more density and light it is to be able to fold in dimensions. When you fold in a dimension, you are creating a portal. When you create a portal, you are giving birth to another star. What we call a soul. We talk about souls, but we don't really go more in depth to what a soul is. When you look at the word solid, you have the word SOL, which is soul. The reason why we call a soul is nothing but more high density of energy. It's more heavier energy. You have different types of energy. You have density of energy, which is heavier. Then you have non-density energy, which is lighter, which is down here where we are on the third dimension. But the further you go up until you call the sky, you have more heavier density and energy. It's easier to open up portals. This is why I tell you that they put satellites out there, because all they have to do is to form a blueprint within the density and the grids of what you call the stars and the sun, and they can open up certain portals within the realms with the chemtrails that they spray into the sky. What is a dimension? A dimension is a way of thinking. So when we say we're going into a dimension, I'm not talking about going somewhere physically. I'm talking about going somewhere mentally. Even the universe don't evolve physically. It evolves mentally. It has a mind, and it has organisms in it, which is organs, which is the certain planets in it. Pluto, Mars, Sagittarius, and other things that goes to retrograde to help us go into retrograde. When you are looking at a star system has 36 counterparts. It has 36 counterparts, but you have to break that 36 down to 3 and 6, which equals up to 9. It has a non-etheric energy that connects to the celestial beings within the constellations that we call Orion. Orion is our heart. See, a heart is not just something that beats or pumps blood. Your heart has other people living in it. And this is why we say, watch how you guard your heart. Watch how you use your heart. Watch what you say. Because everything that you get from your heart, you are actually giving it from the universe. You are giving people the ability to colonize who you really are. Because everything that comes from your heart comes from your mind. And everything that comes from your mind comes from your subconscious. And your subconscious is that portal that connects you to the universal teacher, which we call Mother Nature. This is why when you're studying birds, birds do not know consciously that certain weather is coming in. But Mother Nature, when they're flying around, they're not flying around on free will. They are listening to certain consciousness of frequency from Mother Nature telling them where to go and where not to go. The difference between them and us is they listen. We don't.